Extraction shooters suck. Except for this one. If there's one thing extraction haters can agree on, it's that Arc Raiders doesn't suck. But why? What makes haters of an entire genre change their opinion and make an exception for one single game? Now, the answer to this question isn't simple. It has layers.
I like onions.
But at the core of all these layers, what resides? Something forgotten since the 2010 eras of gaming, something I think we all yearn and forget about. That is ambiance. I can't remember the last time an in-game universe made me feel this way. I mean, listen to the soundtrack right here. Last time a game made me feel like that, I am not joking, was Halo 3. And this is why extraction haters, just like myself, yes, I hate them as well, are coming into this game and actually giving it a chance. And what do we find when we do? The first in-game world I actually give a shit about since Gears of War or Halo. I mean, I don't think I speak for only myself when I say I'm one Ubisoft slop universe away from never picking up an RPG game again. And I grew up on these. I mean, call me Unk all you want, but I long for the days where I would sit down as a kid and play franchises like Borderlands or Halo. Yes, I was an Xbox kid. Hell, even Bethesda has failed us with Starfield. That was a complete flop. It doesn't scratch that itch that I got when I would jump into a story told by a company that was based in effort and passion. I mean, these universes were so good, I used to prefer them over my own. Where is that in gaming? I mean, the worst part about watching a fantastic movie series like Harry Potter or Star Wars is the feeling you get at the end of the movie where you wish you could just jump in and be a part of that universe. That is what some of these story-driven games used to give us. I mean, you could literally jump in and feel like you were actually a part of the universe whenever you had time to play it during the day. We don't get that anymore. So much so that I have been driven into a corner playing PvP games for the last decade because there's not been a good option for a story-driven game. But for the first time in what feels like forever, we might actually have a passionate enough dev studio to give us that feeling back. That is why I am excited for Arc Raiders. But there's one problem. Extraction shooters kind of suck. On paper, I have no idea why they even work. At PvPvE, if you're a PvP player, there's just not enough PvP content in the game. If you're a PvE player, you hate the PvP. Why do people like these games? They shouldn't work on pay. It makes no sense to me, so I never like any of them. Also, what is a gameplay loop? Why am I doing what I'm doing? I'm going to get stuff just so I can bring it back, and would I use that stuff again to go back in to find more stuff? It feels repetitive, meaningless. Why? What is the why behind an extraction shooter? Now, that's what sets this game apart for me. They create a story and a universe, and that is why. Evil robots guarding the loot that I want to bring back this session? Why are the robots there? Who made the robots? They don't tell me that in any of the trailers or the in-game lore. I have to go out and figure out what those answers are on top of get more gear so I can go look for more answers with better gear so I don't die and lose the answers in the gear I got from before. It's gas. The why is a literal question. It's literally why. Why is there a chicken in my base? Now, don't get me wrong, I know people love games like this. They love Tarkov, they love the games that I'm not necessarily a fan of, but the big thing for me is I need a little something extra for me to branch out of my normal game mode. I mean, this is a video about why people that usually hate extraction shooters actually want to give Arc Raiders a chance, like myself, and that's the world building. Now, I know there's somewhat of a story probably in the background of Tarkov and other extraction shooters, but nothing about it really gives you the, man, what happened here feeling. You know what I mean? Now, I will say I'm going off of just trailers. We don't have any hardcore direction in terms of lore that they put out, but I actually think that's more of a point in the pro column than anything else. If the only thing we're going off of is sound design, that is an indication of an amount of effort that I haven't seen out of a studio in this gaming scene in so long. Now, I know I'm getting close to the territory of just glazing the studio over the top. I want to give emphasis that I am not an extraction shooter fan in any way whatsoever. This is why I'm trying to explain to you what changed my mind about this game specifically, and to see if I can get one person that thinks maybe similar to me about extraction shooters to just just boot up the game and give it a try. I mean, there's a tech test on the 17th. Can't wait to play that. Go give it a try for free. But I'm not just here to recommend it to you, okay? I've glazed the sound design enough already. Obviously, that's not the only reason that made me enjoy this game. The gameplay is really sound. That's really important to me, especially someone who really enjoys PvP games. That's really, really important to feel like I'm in full control of my character. And that's actually a really big reason why I hate most extraction shooters. It feels like if you're gonna make one of those games, it's almost a requirement to make sure you feel like you're walking through molasses. Why do people like that? If you enjoy extraction shooters the way they are now, please tell me the appeal of feeling like you are walking through peanut butter on your way. Like, I'm getting shot at. Why does it look like I'm casually strolling down the sidewalk? Whatever, I'm gonna go on a rant. My point is, the gameplay feels good, the shooting mechanics feel really sharp, and I really enjoy the gameplay loop of this game in terms of feel. Now this is gonna bring me Now, this is gonna bring me into my first negative. I really wish this game wasn't a third-person game. I'm not a big fan of the over-the-shoulder third-person games. I am a really big first-person type of shooter player, but I'm willing to overlook it. It's not a deal breaker for me, but it is something that it took some time to get used to as someone who doesn't really enjoy that style of game. Now, that was one of the first things I noticed when I jumped into Arc Raiders for the first time during one of the tech tests, but the second thing I noticed was how good the procs chat is, and I think that's another really important point if you're gonna talk about trying a genre for the first time. Extraction shooter proc chat is so funny.
Hey, don't you be yet. Hold down B, and that's how you talk. Are you listening? I want to say something before you kill me. I curse your family. I curse your family. I curse the next generation of your family. I curse the generation after that. You will burn in hell, motherfucker! For what you have done today!
I mean, the potential just to mess people with my boys in Arc Raiders with that mechanic alone has me more excited than any other release that's coming out soon. And I think that sums it up pretty well, excitement. I came into this game expecting something that I wouldn't be really excited to play, and what I found was something good, and the more I kept on digging, I found more and more things that made me want to get excited to play this game when it releases. I mean, it wasn't even on my radar until I booted it up. And now it's overshadowing things that I was already excited for, like Battlefield 6 or GTA 6. I mean, these are really hard-hitting titles in genres that I already enjoy out of something that I never thought I would ever give any attention to. If this game wasn't on your radar, it should be now, simply because the world building, the gameplay, the procs chat, and the studio that's creating it is one of the only ones we can really put our faith in nowadays. So if I had to sum it up, I'm an extraction shooter hater that absolutely loves Arc Raiders. I can't pinpoint exactly why, but the movement is fluid, it doesn't feel boring, I can have full control over my character, sound design is immaculate, the procs chat is super exciting, and the story has me the most excited out of everything there. And if you are a fan of Embark and their previous titles like the Finals, it looks like it's going to tie in at least a little bit over there. I'm excited to see how it ties into that lore. And as we're going forward, man, I don't think of a single game that has me this excited, and it's in a genre that I never thought I would touch in my life. I hope you're excited too. If you are or you aren't, let me know in the comments down below why on either side. Look, man, I'm just excited, and I think you should be too. Let me know what you think. Also, this is a big switch up in terms of style of my content on my channel, so if you're a returning subscriber, let me know what you thought of video styles like this, what you would want me to cover in the future, and if you liked it, tell me I should keep doing it. Love y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace.